welcome. I'm your lady being beautiful, me, Andreetta, and you are now listening to Next News here on, yes, that is Next News 105, Next 100, Next 100. And we are here right now with world news. Yes, indeed. Did you know that, yes, the Trump administration has been shut down? Well, they have been called down where they're no longer going to be cutting off food stamps. SNAP. Yes. Well, nearly 700,000 Americans would have lost their food stamps. Well, this particular judge, and the federal court judge, she said, well, no. Well, I tell you right now, guys, in December, it was close to about 688,000 Americans that were basically going to lose their food stamps. But because things have been set in place over the years, well, the practice, well, would have been, basically would have made a lot of changes, and it would have disrupted a lot. And because of the height of COVID-19 in March, Trump wanted to shut it down because he thought Americans, the economy was doing good. Mm-hmm. And unemployment was down. Mm-hmm. Well, we know that was not going to happen because lots of Americans, thousands or millions of Americans have applied for food stamps during the course of COVID-19. So basically, as of today, the federal court said no. All right then, guys. And what else do you think is going on this basically over the past weekend? Because I know there was something interesting as well, guys. Do you know about it? Do you know about it?
I've been in tune to sports this weekend, so anything outside of that, I don't know. I have to admit.
Oh my gosh! But anyway, guys, I tell you right now that food stamps alone is when you cut off someone's food supply, everyone gets angry.
That's crazy.
And I tell you right now, they have been talking about it for some time over the years. Yeah. And they did cut people off. I think it was a trial and error. Didn't go very well. Mm-hmm. But with this particular Trump administration, they basically was shut down. This court, this judge said no.
I'm glad she did because now people need it more than ever. Even though some people are going back to work, they're not still making enough money to take care of all of their needs, so the food stamps would still be a help, even though they are working. They are called the working poor, I believe.
Well, they wanted to start the working back in December, those to start working, but things were put in place where, with COVID going on, things kind of, it would have had states running all over the place, scrambling, trying to fix it, and it wasn't the time to do that right now. Right. They were more focused, of course, on with the COVID-19 that was happening. And COVID-19 basically was happening, I think, at the end of the year last year.
Was. Yeah. It started at the end of the year.
But they didn't let us know about that, of course. Right. So in March, it really hit the fan. Well, more so in February, everyone basically said, we're going to shut it all down in March. Oh, well, guys. We'll be right back here with Next News, Next 100, Next 105. We'll be right back with the local news.
You're listening to IBNX. IBNXradio.com.
Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
it. The 2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future, so vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
Hey, what up? It's the one only Mr. Thanksgiving DJ Drama. Encourage you to vote. Most importantly, I need you to make sure you go to the polls. I need you to make sure you understand that every vote can make a difference. Please stand up for yourself. Let's get it.
This is an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100.
Welcome back. You're listening and watching Next News on Next 100 and 105. And I am Enrica, along with Andrietta and my friend Alex over there. And I'm going to bring you the local news. A young life was taken in Riverdale. In Clayton County, a 13-year-old boy was shot and killed last week in his front yard. Brian Zavala was repairing a lawnmower with his father and brother when a masked gunman carrying a shotgun walked up to Brian and fired a single shot. The 13-year-old died in his father and brother's arms. Jesus Zavala, the victim's brother, said the assailant said nothing before the shooting. The shooter left in a Chevrolet HHR with no plates. The family was preparing to celebrate Brian's birthday just this week. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help with funeral expenses. If anyone has any information, please call the police or Crime Stoppers. A man was killed as he crossed I-75. Marietta police said about 9:30 p.m. Friday night, 61-year-old Early Townsend tried to cross I-75 near Delk Road on foot. He was struck by a Chevrolet Trax driven by 26-year-old Aisha Morris of Austell. It is not clear why Townsend was trying to cross the highway. This is an active investigation, and if anyone has any information about this incident, is asked to call investigator Joshua Madison at 770-794-5357. And get this, technology used to make an arrest in a beloved actor's death. Atlanta police have made an arrest in the shooting death of actor Thomas Jefferson Byrd by way of a drone. 30-year-old Antonio Demetrius Rhines was arrested Friday morning and charged with felony murder. Police detonated an explosive at Rhines' apartment at the Royal Oaks Apartments on North Camp Creek Parkway. Then the drone moved in to make an arrest. Rhines was taken into custody without incident. On October 4th, Byrd was shot multiple times in the back on Belvedere Avenue in southwest Atlanta. There is no motive for the murder. Byrd appeared in many films in his career, such as Set It Off, Get on the Bus, and Chirac. The Emmy-nominated actor and Georgia native was 70 years old. Can you believe that? They used a drone to make
I'm trying to get over that part. You kept saying I'm like, drone?
Yeah, what did it do?
Right. They sent the drone in, and well, first they detonated the bomb, and it opened the door of the apartment. And they sent the drone in, and you could see him with his hands on his head and everything, and he came out. So I guess they had some kind of speaker attached to the drone or something.
Saying, like, come out and we'll arrest you.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
I kind of like that, where it's going, because people like a Breonna Taylor might be alive. Does it shoot too? No, it didn't shoot. It doesn't shoot.
It doesn't. Okay.
No, it does not shoot. Then. But
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because they do that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But I mean, I'm sure there were, a squad of police outside the door.
For sure.
But I like where this is going.
It's smart because it like diffuses the incident up front instead of busting in and all these people are just in your house now.
And like you said, the incident that happened to a lot of Breonna Taylors.
Yeah.
It could have, but. That's a different story.
Right.
Okay.
So, like I said, I love where it's going.
So we going into a break right now.
All righty.
All right then. Well,
see you on the other side.
Are we? Oh, well, we see you on the other side, guys. We'll be right back with your traffic and weather here on Next News 105 and 100.
The Next News on Next 100 and Next 105. It's your boy Alex, and we're going to get you started with traffic. All right, people, I say this every time I do traffic, but we live in Atlanta, so you know how bad the traffic is before you even have to tune
Absolutely.
in.
Let me tell you.
But you can expect delays in the following areas. 85 as it connects with 75, all of 78 West, and 85 north and south as it passes over 285. Now, speeds at these areas are being reported as low as 20, so not as bad as normal, but it's still going to be some delays if you're traveling through these areas.
It's better than 12 miles per hour.
And
Right.
and it's good that we can laugh about this traffic because
Right.
it is what it is, guys.
It is.
We're just used to
Learn those back roads. Yes.
All right.
GPS.
Well, we're going to weather right now.
Alrighty, guys. Today it was a low of 53. Tomorrow we will get to about 78 degrees with a low of 60, and the sun will be shining. Wednesday we're expecting a high of 79 and a low of 62 degrees, and it will be a little partly cloudy,
Yes.
and maybe about 10% chance of rain. Thursday, more about the same, of 78 degrees the high and 62 the low, with a 20% chance of rain. And on Friday,
It's gonna rain.
75% degrees and 60%, but it's supposed to rain. So let's just enjoy the sunshine while we have it.
Right.
Well, okay. Well, that is right there for the weather, and we're going to be. Are we going to sports right now?
We'll go right into sports.
All right
Okay,
then.
let's talk about it.
Oh,
Yes,
it's been a
talk
big
about
weekend
it.
for sports, huh?
Yes, it was.
I'm going to start it off with high school football. So
Oh,
there's
good.
been a couple of games to watch over this past weekend. The Grayson Rams moved to 6-0 with a 42-7 win over the South Gwinnett Comets.
Oh, Grayson.
Mm-hmm.
The Gainesville Red Elephants jumped to 4-2 with a 42-35 win over the Lambert Longhorns. And the Warner Robins Demons moved to 4-2 with a 43-7 win over Camden County Wildcats. So some high school games this weekend.
Yep.
We're going to move over to college football, where we already know that Georgia Tech has lost a massive game. So Clemson dominated Georgia Tech 73-7
Yes.
on Saturday. Does that doesn't sound like football? 73-7? That's a low-scoring basketball game.
Right. But the question is, why did they run the score up? They already knew going in they were going to win the game. So why did they run the score up?
I mean, it's got to be fun once you're on that field. When you're up 70, I mean, let's keep going.
But Trevor Lawrence had like 404 yards. So did they ever take him out of the game? It doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't. I don't think so.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, if you're not gonna stop us and we go up, 50-7,
Yeah.
let's just keep going. I'm trying to get those stats. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
And unfortunately, Alabama walked all over UGA, winning 41-24. We had hoped that Nick Saban COVID scare would
Yes,
derail
it
the
did.
team a little bit, but it did not.
Yes, he did.
Moving into the NFL, the Falcons won! First win of the
Yeah!
season. That's what I'm talking about.
Baby.
But they dropped the Vikings 40-23, and the cool man over there, Coolio Jones, had 137 yards and snagged 2 touchdowns in the
Yes, he
win.
did.
So hopefully we could turn this season around a little bit.
Hope so.
On the other bracket, the Steelers pummeled the Browns 38-7 to remain undefeated.
Okay,
Baker looked a little bit
big.
shaky in that game. He had 119 yards, 1 touchdown, but 2 picks, and they got the loss. So.
Yeah.
And the 2 old men faced off, Brady and Rodgers, over the weekend. The Tampa Bay Bucks actually handed the Packers their first loss this season with a 38-10 victory over them. But both quarterbacks kind of looked average. Like Brady only threw for 166 yards. He had the 2 touchdowns. But Rodgers, on the other hand, threw for 160 and had 2 picks. So maybe age catching up. Father time.
Did Rodgers look a little off to you?
Yeah, I don't think he was in the game from the beginning. He looked like he was just not invested.
Yeah, I agree, because I was like, something's not quite right
Yeah,
about
I thought the
Rodgers there.
Packers were going to handle them. But
I really did. I thought it would have been a more competitive game than what it was. So.
Me too.
But oh well.
But
The
tonight we have
Falcons
some, right, that's all that matters, the Falcons won. Tonight we have some big games as well. The Chiefs play the Bills at 5 p.m. on Fox. The Chiefs just signed Le'Veon Bell as well, but regardless, they would have gotten the dub in this game.
I did not see that coming. They
me
signed
neither.
Le'Veon Bell. I didn't see that.
Me neither. It's like Thanos adding the last stone, It's kind of over now for the season.
Yeah.
And also the Cardinals face the Cowboys at 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. Now, Dak is still hurt, unfortunately, so we're all praying that he recovers quickly.
Yes,
But Cowboys fans are in good hands with Andy Dalton.
Okay.
They might be able to snag this win tonight.
Yep.
All right, and now for the big news. We got
What is that?
MLB.
What?
Okay.
So I'm going to start with the news that doesn't make
Don't
us mad
talk about
first.
it. I don't want to hear it.
Baseball.
I don't want to hear it.
So the
sorry.
Astros couldn't hold on after forcing a Game 7 and actually
cares?
fell to the
It's
Tampa Bay
Astros.
Rays 4-2 as the Rays now advance to the World Series. Randy Arozarena has 7 home runs this playoffs and has now set the rookie record for home runs in the postseason. So they found a diamond with this kid.
Okay.
And like I said earlier, when the Falcons won,
Moving on next.
we all knew that something bad was going to happen to Atlanta once the Falcons won. And the Dodgers came back from down 3-1 to beat the Braves last night.
It still hurts.
Oh, it
still
was a
hurts.
tough game to watch. I knew it was happening, though. Like, watching the Braves go up, we all knew they were going to fumble the bag. But,
Yeah.
you know, we see this every year with these Atlanta teams, the 2016 Falcons, the 2015 Hawks, every Braves team there ever has been.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a surprise, but it hurt
But
nonetheless.
the good thing is that the Braves advanced to the NLCS because normally they've been kicked out like the first round. But
Right.
this time
We
they
got
got to
pretty far.
NLCS. They got really far. And the team is really young, so the future looks pretty good.
We got to
The
keep.
future looks pretty good.
We have to maintain all these players.
Absolutely.
Like, retain them, make sure they don't go nowhere in free agency,
Yes,
and we'll
'cause
be
I'm
good
an
for the
Ozzy
future.
Albies fan. He cannot go anywhere.
He better
I
not.
love Ozzy.
All right, and so Game 1 of the World Series between the Rays and the Dodgers is tomorrow at 8:09 p.m.
Go Rays.
All right.
All right, ATL, that's all we have for sports.
And we'll be right back after this break here on Next News, Next 100 and Next 105.
Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
The
it.
2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future. So vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
What up, everybody? This is Neo reminding you to get out there and vote, all right?
This is an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100.
Gypsy and Tasman, from 2 to 4 on Saturday. We'll be rocking your way. Who got the ace of life games? From 2 to 4 on Saturday. It's Gypsy and Tasman, from 2 to 4 on Saturday. We'll be rocking your way.
IBNX Radio Network, Atlanta's NX 100.
It's Gypsy and Tasman, from 2 to 4 on Saturday. We'll be rocking your way. Who got the ace of life games? From 2 to 4 on Saturday. It's Gypsy and Tasman, from 2 to 4 on Saturday. We'll be rocking your way.
IBNX Radio Network, Atlanta's NX 100.
And welcome back to Next News. That's Next News 100, Next 105. All right, then, guys, I'm your lady being beautiful, me, Andreetta. And we have right now, this segment is health. Health is so important for everyone. Why? Because, look, if you're not healthy, you're not able to focus, you're not able to operate, you're not able to function, you're not able to do your job, you're not able to raise your family. You know, it's so important. And we're talking about your overall health. That starts with your mental health. Let's go there. For mental health, you know, since COVID-19 and I guess forever, it's even more important at this time because there have been a lot of people that have been either they're alone, they don't know how to cope with not working, they're not exercising, which also is so it contributes to great health, mental health that is, when you do, even if you're just walking, guys. Okay, you have to eat right. You have to have positivity around you. You know, even if you don't have a lot of people around you, because there are people that don't have, you know, with COVID. You know, you got to be careful who's around you because you don't know if they got COVID. Right. Well, okay, pick up a phone sometimes. You know, have conversation. There's Zoom calls, messaging. You know, things like that. People are doing. Are you guys doing that lately? Having those Zoom calls?
I do, and I also get out and walk, and I walk. Sometimes I walk with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
So,
So that's important to do. You know, if you don't have that, you know, pick up a phone, call someone. Don't be ashamed that you gotta get out of yourself sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We all need each other. We need each other.
Yes, we're all in this together,
Yes.
definitely. And for those that are having those difficult issues, you know, please, I beg of you, please reach out to someone. You know, if it's your pastor, your girlfriend, your sister, your brother, a coworker, you know, just someone that you can, I don't know. Sometimes it could be someone you maybe not know.
Right.
You know, you just have a conversation, because sometimes you might just find that resource that you do need.
Right.
You know, so guys, I want you to, as far as the National Institute of Mental Health, I want you to go ahead and give them a call if you do need to do that. You know, National Suicide Prevention Hotline, that's 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-TALK. It's so important. I especially with your eating habits, you know. We talked about earlier when there was food stamps, correct? You know, some people, they may not have that. Well, you have food pantries. They do have them. Please, you know, if you're not able to get out to a food pantry, you got to ask somebody in order to help you. You know, it's okay to ask. You know, I know you might have to keep going through all those no's, all those maybes. Let me think about it, you know, until you get that yes. So I have to tell you right now, if you need any more information in reference to that, you know, ask a church or things like that. They do have some type of information. Somebody knows something, or you know what? Ask a question on Facebook or ask a question on Instagram. Do anyone know any food pantries? Do anyone know, you know, you just do it that way. Or you can go to someone like Must Ministries if you're here in Georgia. You have the Salvation Army. You have
Hosea Helps.
Hosea Helps, definitely. You know, they will come and deliver the food to you. You know, I don't know which one, so don't say all of them do that. I didn't say that. But please, just make that phone call. Reach out. And for those that are having trouble and you feel as though someone's having a mental breakdown, sometimes it's just good to listen. Okay?
Good advice.
And then you have to also, you know, just be aware, and I would say seek help. Again, 1-800-273-TALK. And that is with the National Institute of Mental Health, guys. There are a good program. They've been a good organization as well. So, guys, and then you have the blah, blah, blah. Disaster, the disaster, disaster distress helpline, disaster distress hotline. For me, the tongue twister, okay?
Right.
That number is 1-800-985-5990. That is, or you can text Talk With Us. Text Talk With Us, or 66746. Go ahead and give them a call if you need to do that, or for someone you know. Yes, it's good to, we are our brother's keeper, okay? And please eat healthy. Yes, I can't stress that enough.
Right.
You know, vegetables, fruits. Not a can, not a box. Okay, no. Okay.
Yes.
Not a can, not a box.
Right.
Eat the short little baby bananas, the burro bananas. That's packed with so much vitamins. Okay. Then you have just eat green, more vegetables. Well, fruit too. Like strawberries, not just bananas, but get that dragon fruit. Get that watermelon. Get that I'm not a melon person, okay, because I can't eat honeydews and all that stuff. But watermelons I can
Pineapples,
have. Pineapples, definitely.
I love mangoes.
Mangoes, high in alkaline. Yeah. Then you have just eat the jackfruit. You got jackfruit. You have there's so many. See, people are so Americanized. Look, guys, you gotta broaden it out, okay? You know, like for real.
Right.
Because you find that those fruits there are very, very beneficial to other organs in your body. Okay, you have there's a fruit that I always have too, because everything I mentioned to you, I eat. Okay, so you have Okay. Sorry, guys. I got to work that out. Okay.
I was going to say that one of the places you can go is to a farmer's market. I've noticed that there are some places around town. I can't give you all the places, but there are some places around town where people will have like a few farmers bring their goods and sell their collards and their tomatoes and whatever.
Yes.
And of course, your local farmers market like DeKalb Farmers Market and
DeKalb Farmers Market I always shop at. There are other farmers markets that I know they're out there, but I'm a little picky, about that. Because I get there and I be like, well, heck, there's nothing there I'm used to having. I'm like, where's the original, just the different foods I want to have, and then always have your phone with you.
Right.
Google what a jackfruit does. Google your
how
foods.
to eat it, what to look for, and how to prepare it. And,
you have to do that because you'll be amazed. Okay, and then your spices, oregano. You'll be amazed what that does, guys. I'm telling you right now. Look it up.
Celery. I've learned
celery
to use celery in cooking. I learned it from my mom.
Just eating it, honey. Just let's crack it open. Just eat it too.
Celery is underrated. Celery's underrated.
Carrots is a hybrid food, so no, thank you. Okay, so no. So you can forget about that. Okay, it's a hybrid food. Not you don't want to eat hybrid foods. You want to eat. You want to eat.
That,
it is a hybrid food.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so just look it up. Okay, but understand this, guys. Oregano, your spices, basil. Understand what those foods do. Your peppermints, things like that. Peppermint, the plant itself, or the peppermint essential oils and oregano essential oils. And you can have oregano oils that you can digest. There's a purpose behind that. Parasites don't like them. But anyway, I just thought I'd go ahead and tell you about that. Have that mental health, because food is your medicine and it does affect you. So, and this might help with that mental health too, guys. Definitely. Well, anyway, I say, well, what we got next on? Because I don't want to just say, okay, up next, we have
tech news.
We got tech news?
Yeah, we got some tech news.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, guys, here go Alex with your tech news.
All right. So a recent study revealed that devices like Apple Watches, Alexas, basically any of those like convenient devices that you have voice-enabled features are actually starting to cause problems for IT managers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're making it difficult for IT managers to identify the number of devices that can connect to the corporate networks that they have, because people are using them at home with their work computers now, and it's causing some issues. Basically, they're easier to attack than like the actual network. So they're just asking that you be aware of the amount of these devices that you have connected to devices that can connect to the corporate network.
Okay. You know what? I also heard that there is a Utah, if I'm not saying it, I hope I'm saying it right, a Utah billionaire. He invested $91 billion in the 5G stock.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
That's a lot.
So I thought about you, Alex, and I was like, maybe I should send this to him, let him know. And I just thought that was like crazy. 91. Look at, I don't know, Google it. I don't know, something like
$91 billion.
I don't know if you can see it. See if you can see it on there, but it's 91, if I'm not mistaken, 91, maybe it could have been 91 million, 91. Look, it's still a lot of money to put in to a 5G stock. Now, what does that tell you? When they do stuff like that, something's about to happen. And 5G, a lot of people are not agreeing with 5G products at all. I stick with my 4G. I'm good.
Yeah, me too. I don't need to upgrade right away.
No, yeah. He's a Utah millionaire or something like that. And he basically, he put his, the stock in. And I was like, wow, you did that much money? Really? That's a lot. We ain't talking 500,000.
Yeah,
we're talking.
You're investing your whole fortune in this. Like,
I don't know if this whole
fortune.
Look, he not stupid. And whatever it is, I'm quite sure he got much.
Oh yeah.
So I thought that was yeah, and it was with the iPhones there. It's with the iPhones. I'm sorry, I'm not an iPhone girl. I'm not. So anyway, we're going on a break right now. We'll be right back with some of that entertainment. So enjoy. We'll be right back here on Next News 100 and 105.
Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
The
it.
2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future. So vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
Kendrick Lamar, dig that. I'm gonna tell you like this. When you vote, please make sure you know what you're voting for and who you're voting for and why you're voting for them. Do
This is
it.
an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100. Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
The
it.
2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future. So vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
Hey yo, it's DJ Khaled. And right now I'm encouraging the world to vote.
This is an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100. Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
The
it.
2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future. So vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
Hey yo, this your boy Busta Rhymes. Listen, real talk. Get out and vote. Everybody vote. Really does make a difference. Hip hop votes. Let's go.
This is an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100.
It's Gypsy and Tasman. From 2 to 4 on Saturday. We'll be rocking your way. Who got the ace of life games? From 2 to 4 on Saturday. It's Gypsy and Tasman. From 2 to 4 on Saturday. We'll be rocking your way.
The IDNX Radio Network, Atlanta's NX 100.
Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
The
it.
2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future. So vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
Hey, what up? It's the one and only Mr. Thanksgiving DJ Drama. Encourage you to vote. Most importantly, I need you to make sure you go to the polls. I need you to make sure you understand that every vote can make a difference. Please stand up for yourself. Let's get it.
This is an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100.
Welcome back to Next News on Next 100 and Next 105. It's your boy Alex, and back here with some more tech news. So actually, this story is kind of interesting. So during the pandemic, a lot of tech companies, whereas other businesses are failing, tech companies are starting to make more money. Digital advertising is growing because more people are using the internet. And in fact, PC sales have rocketed to the highest they've been in the past decade during this pandemic. And I mean, it's unsurprising because, you know, schools are now online only for most part, and companies are transitioning to work from home, and a lot of college students are electing to take online classes rather than in-person classes, so people need new computers. But it's also kind of not a good thing. So Google has now made it possible to use Google Assistant, which is its AI, to make calls to schedule like salon or barber appointments for their user, which is incredibly convenient, right? But they're looking to expand this technology in an attempt to help out some short-handed companies due to the pandemic, where they're not able to fit in as many workers as they were before, which is great news for right now during the pandemic. Like, yes, we should use technology to help short-staffed companies right now, but going forward, it seems like it's just another example of technology wiping away like in a major area in the workforce, which is reception. So like I said, the short term is positive, but long term, as technology continues to improve, it's just taking more jobs off the already thin job market. So, I mean, how much longer before it's like Wall-E and we're all do nothing and the robots do everything for us?
I know, right?
It's starting to get more and more to that point, because
It
if you
is.
could have this AI that can schedule your hair cutting appointment for you, you
Right.
can, what can it not do?
What can it not do?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, just keep in mind that there's a man that's actually programming, this AI as well. So, now you're talking about someone that is, have all the degrees, all this talent, where they have to program this. Not everyone is doing that type of job. So it makes me wonder. Like, there was a movie I saw, and it was Justin Timberlake in it. I forgot the name of it. and it was all this where you had this amount of it was written in your arm or in your body where you had to pay for this or minutes. You had so many minutes, and if you ran out of those minutes, you just died right there in the street.
Oh wow!
So I thought it was crazy how we're looking at what I don't think could be. Let's hope not. Okay, but I just thought it was just kind of wild to see that kind of movie. If you had, I mean, it was counting down, and they want to kill you if you had. You lived for 50,000 years. They wanted your time. So all you had to do was touch the other person. And you had to think it.
Oh,
you can steal their time.
You can steal their time.
Oh wow.
Oh man,
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I promise you, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't remember, but I guess you just look it up or something, Google it. But as far as that, guys, when I was mentioning, I could not find about the Utah man, but the 5G stocks to buy and watch. They were saying that with these iPhones, these new iPhones sparked consumer upgrades. Okay. Now, my concern is again. I am an Android girl, okay? I like my Android.
Me too.
I don't want to go to iPhone, okay? You want your iPhone, you keep your iPhone. Somebody was saying, oh, you a hater. I like my phone. I like my Android. But it's just so much right now with 5G. And are they putting this 5G in the phones, you think, Alex?
Yeah.
Have you seen them yet?
The new
all of
the new like iPhone 12s are going to be 5G compatible. So it seems like they're really starting to push for that now instead of a few phone generations ahead. They're starting to. I'm assuming Samsung won't be far behind once they release their new line. They'll probably be 5G compatible as well. So 5G looks like it's the next thing that's coming.
Well, you know what? I love a Samsung. I keep my 4G. I'm happy with that. It's just a concern. It's a concern about what it does to the human body is what everyone is talking about right now. So we're talking about a health, concern right now, all over right now. So what you think about that?
I like my Android. I'm a simple kind of girl. I just do what I need you to do, and that's it. It doesn't have to be the fastest in the world. It doesn't need to make appointments for me and whatever. When I need to text. When I need to call. That's it. I'm good.
My Android does fine. My Samsung does fine.
Perfect. I have no complaints with the Android.
None at all. I don't need to be working quick and moving for me like you said, thinking for me. I don't look. I just need to communicate. That's all I need right now. Oh my gosh. But anyway, what else as far as that we touched on the health part, again, I want to go back to mental health, guys. Again, we can laugh about it, we can cry about it, and we can think about it, and we can sit on about it. I need you to work out. I need you to get up. I need you to set a time. I need you to be dedicated to it, because when 3 months get past you, I promise you'll be happy. 3 times a week, 5 times a week, you can do it. 3 to 5 times a week, you can go ahead and work out. If it's just walk fast, do the 2 miles and come back home. That's all you need to do. You don't have to do a gym membership, but if you do, stay on task. And that is Next News, and that's 105, Next 105, Next 10. Excuse me, guys. Next 105 and Next 100. We'll be right back here with some entertainment.
Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
it. The 2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future, so vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
What up, everybody? This is Neo, reminding you to get out there and vote, all right?
This is an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100. Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
The
it.
2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future. So vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
What's up, man? This is Big Sean. I just want to let y'all know, man, I feel like without voting, we just not using ourselves to the full potential, man. I just feel like if you got the ability to control what's around you, your circumstances, we need to make sure we exercise that right, man. People die for this.
This is an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100. Next 100.
A lot of people say it don't matter, but think about
The
it.
2020 election is approaching.
This is your country and your future. So vote.
Let your voice be heard.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished.
It's Kendrick Lamar, dig that. I'm gonna tell you like this. When you vote, please make sure you know what you're voting for and who you're voting for and why you're voting for them. Do
This is
it.
an important election, and I'm concerned about America.
ATL's Next 100.
And welcome back to Next News. That's Next 100 and Next 105. I'm your lady being beautiful, me, Andreetta, and Enrica. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Enrica and Alex will be talking about some inspiration and some entertainment. And I'll be jumping in here and there. But, Enrica, what do we have on the docket over here for entertainment?
On the docket that I have here is about Miss Kim Kardashian.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What happened?
She was warned that working with Donald Trump could ruin her reputation.
Wait. I didn't know she was working with him.
Well, that's what she was. If my computer would come on, I can get down to the story.
Oh, my
Kim
word.
Kardashian revealed that she was warned that her reputation as a celebrity could be damaged if she associated with President Donald Trump on prison sentencing reform. Kim said, the mogul famously visited the White House in 2018 where she convinced the president to commute the sentence of Alice Johnson, a great-grandmother who was serving a life sentence for a nonviolent drug conviction.
Yes.
Speaking during an interview with David Letterman for his longtime Netflix series, My Guest Needs No Introduction, Kardashian explained that her passion for criminal justice reform runs beyond politics.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, for the next multiple administrations, I'll be working with the White House, helping them with clemency, she said. How about that?
Well, we know she started that in 2018.
Right.
So is this an ongoing thing that she's doing?
It sounds like this is something she wants to do.
No, she's going to do it because she's becoming an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
So what I'm trying to figure out is that apparently if someone warning her, apparently she's still doing it. Well, who else is she going to do it with? She has to do it with the president. That's in order to give clemency. So she has to do it in order for this to go through.
And I don't really get how it would really ruin her reputation. If anything, it would make her look good.
Well, for her,
they would at least balance.
Well,
each
you know
other
what?
out.
When Biden comes into office, okay, she's going to have to work with him.
Right.
So whoever comes in, she's still got to get clemency from this president.
Exactly.
Right.
That's
The
why you would
sitting
think
president.
it would
Guys.
balance out no matter what. Like, yeah, okay, you're working with President Trump, but you're not working with him. You're doing it with your own agenda.
Right. Yeah, this is her. Thank you.
Exactly.
It's her agenda. She's not coming at him. Look, it don't matter. It could have been Nixon in office. She's got to go and talk to him.
Right.
Exactly. So get over yourselves, people. The internet could be so cruel, and whoever told her this, and that's on her team. Mm-hmm. If it was somebody on her team, y'all need to get an understanding how it works. Like, for real.
But on the flip side, whoever comes in contact with him, it kind of goes left for him.
No, it does. Because it happened to Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
It happened to Kanye West.
Yeah. So I kind of think they probably came from an angle of being cautious.
Right.
But what else was she supposed to do? Like you said,
she
needed the president.
She has to get it from the president.
To work with the president.
The sitting president.
Exactly.
Okay. But then again, I'm wondering, do you have to get it from the sitting president?
I thought
because no, you do. But I wonder if there's another
way to do it.
Yeah, another way to do it. Because that's the only way I know of.
I know.
So, or heard of.
Right,
Maybe there
right.
is a loophole. Maybe she can go back to the president before. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
We still pay their taxes, I'm just saying. Their salary, excuse me. We pay our taxes, we pay their salary because, they still got to have Secret Service around them and so on. Every president, Jimmy Carter, they still get to have Secret Service around them, until they, God forbid. But okay. Alex, you have something?
Yeah, actually, this goes along with the mental health topic we're
Okay.
discussing. So Spotify says that mental health is one of its fastest growing genres, and the listening time in that genre is up 50% in 2020.
really?
So I'm assuming it's a bunch of like podcasts and easy listening, things like
Right,
that. But
to soothe the mind.
right.
So soothing the mind. That's the definite. Because I have this thing where I go on YouTube and I always find something. I don't do Spotify, but anyway. I have Spotify. My singles on it, but anyway, I go on YouTube to find something. I was just telling a lady, for instance, example. So I'm digressing. Okay, so I was telling a young lady because she has anxiety. Okay, she was telling me what she was doing with THC while she was pregnant, and I had to tell her she needs to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, because THC brings you a high. Versus you bring CBD brings you down. If you have anxiety, you don't need to go any higher.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So you need CBD to bring you down. She was like, I need to have. Okay. I had to stop. 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 Okay. Stop doing it right now. Now I'm like, I ain't gonna go into why, but stop right now. So I was telling her about that, but at the same time, I was showing her about with YouTube. You can go on there like Spotify. You're finding for easy listening to help you to soothe, and to help you to calm or just to relax or open up a little bit where you can just, either you open up that third eye or whatever the case is. You need to just kind of find a gateway to just, relax.
Right.
And to meditate.
And I think music is perfect for that because your mind is so powerful. So when you get like stuck in these attacks, anxiety attacks, or depressive states, it's very hard to come out. But I think music is one of the things that no matter what, I can listen to it and connect with it. It just touches us different.
It does. And with that inspiration right now, guys, I tell you, you have to be inspired. You also should be an inspiration. What do you think about that?
Very good. I believe in that. We are
Enrica.
here. We are here to help one another, I believe, and it's and I don't mind helping my brother, my sister out. I don't mind.
We are a brother's keeper, and we forget that part.
And so even now in this quarantine, we have to really lean on each other. I mean, even if it's virtually over the telephone, you never know what you're doing for a person when you are just a little bit kind to them. So I believe in that just wholeheartedly.
And words are very powerful, guys.
Those are extremely powerful.
Life and death is in the power of your tongue. Just understand that. And just simply telling someone that you don't even have to know them. A perfect stranger. It is well. It'll be all right. Hand on the shoulder. It is well. You don't know what you may have done for that person. You could have saved their life.
You never know.
I'm telling you that right now, guys. Have you guys experienced it, Alex, Enrica? Just basically, someone telling you something about, you're loved, be encouraged. Absolutely. Just putting your hand on the shoulder. It is well. You don't know what when those tears start flowing, there's nothing but something that was in them already that needed to be spoken to.
Yeah. I had a situation some years ago. I was working and just having kind of a crummy day. And one of my friends, we hadn't spoken in a while, she sent me an email. She was like, hey, I was just thinking about you. I just wanted to say hello. And I could have just melted right to the floor, and it just made me feel so much better just by saying hello.
And she didn't even know.
And she didn't have a clue.
And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier about when you're alone during this time of COVID, that people with mental illness, they don't know how to cope. And it's just picking up the phone and letting someone know, you don't know what you could have done for them. You could have saved their life.
Yeah.
You have no idea. They didn't even know either. But pay it forward, guys, because think about it. If it was you, what would you want them to do?
Exactly.
You know, so are we coming to a close right now? We got 3 minutes. Okay, well, you know what, guys?
Let me do this inspirational news.
Oh,
I
please,
think
go
you guys
ahead.
are going to love this
Please.
story.
Okay.
In a year of job loss and businesses closing, DeKalb County has a new restaurant, and it's owned by a 14-year-old. Mason Wright.
I'm going.
Mason's
What's the name of it?
Mason's Superdog.
What is it?
Open on October 17th.
What is it?
Mason's Superdog.
Mason's
Making him
Superdog.
the youngest restaurant owner in the state of Georgia. Mason admits opening the storefront was difficult because the county and state would not listen to him, but he is now the owner with his 22-year-old sister.
Mason.
So now, please visit the website at masonssuperdogs.com. The restaurant is located at 3275 Snapfinger Road in Stonecrest.
Okay.
All right.
14 years
Mason's Superdog.
I'm there.
All right, then. I'm going to go visit.
Yeah, he
Okay,
has
guys.
vegan dogs. He has beef and chicken. So
Oh,
whatever
I'm
you
trying
want,
to
Yo,
vegan.
I'll be in there.
Got to do the vegan.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Well, guys, this is it in the end of Next News. Guys, we are here Monday through Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Here with Enrica, myself, Andreetta, and Alex Abuela.
Barella.
Good try.
I'm so tongue twisted, guys, and we are all getting to know one another, still, and we greatly appreciate you all for listening and watching here. Next News, Next 105, and Next 100. We'll see you soon.